Shining stars to read us, unshadable of only two. Please, just me in the crowd. Let's growing and show become shining. I'm getting our mission. Hey, can I be the only one? My heart is so full, show me your cause. Get a hold of it anymore. Now it's time singing over fighting. More the street like you are. Unlimited. It's your power. It's your power. You listen, heal you. I never want to save you forever. Even if the world is fade away. If the world's first, I'm not. I don't know what you'll be like. It's like my body, it's finally. It's to it, teach me, and I need it to now. They could lose that day. Hold on, be always saving the world.
Hi there, welcome to the 2:45 live stream of Conception. Oh, wait. You guys already heard this. We're going to skip it. Although maybe you want to hear it with the visuals now. Because look, there's the title of the game, there's some Japanese words, there's the dude there. There he is again. There he is. He's thinking about those things in the background. Now he's going to cast a spell. Oh, no, there's his little brand. There's his little friend, another one of his friends. All right, there you go. We're going to live stream Conception 2, Children of the Seven Stars. And I only recently learned something about it. Oh, first I should let you guys know. We're going to live stream Conception 2, Children of the Seven Stars. Echo. I should let you guys know that we're doing a drawing for Request Wednesday in about an hour. If you'd like to watch me live stream anything on Steam, pretty much any PS4 game, things on Electronic Arts Origin Service, Ubi Play, those kind of things, all you have to do is type into the chat, I vote for, and the name of the game, and in an hour we're going to do a drawing from all the submitted votes, and, oh God. And that'll be what I live stream on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, because I'm here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific. You can set your watch by it, as long as you don't mind your watch maybe being off by a couple of minutes. I'm on Twitter at QT3. I'm on both Twitch and YouTube. Any thumbs ups and subscriptions and friendings and followings and such are much appreciated. Stuff I write is at 2:45.com. And I've got a Patreon campaign at patreon.com/TomChick. If you like the kind of nonsense you're about to see, please consider checking out my Patreon campaign. All right. Conception 2, Children of the Seven Stars really wants us to see that video. But instead, let's load a saved game. Now, I fired this up after, I think it was Fred Uwe in one of the chat channels. I think on YouTube. Voted for this last week. Didn't know what it was. Looked like some crazy JRPG. I am right now in a state where I'm fed up with Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and its nonsense. I'm done with that. If I hadn't spent $100 on that, I would never play it again. But I still need to play it more because, you know, you buy something for $100, like $60 for the game, and then another like $35 for the seasons pass, whatever. I pay that much money, I'm definitely going to be playing more, but I'm fed up with it. So I wanted to try another JRPG, and I'm told this is kind of like Persona, the Persona games. And what I thought, mistakenly, this is Spike Chunsoft, they do these cool, not Zero Effect, what are those called? They do these cool, like, it's like a logic puzzle game with a cast of characters, and you have to figure out who trusts whom, and, what are those called? I admire those games, in theory. I don't think I've ever finished one. Turbo Tubby says, Tom, what the hell is this game? So, Turbo Tubby, in my state of being fed up with Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and appreciating the stuff that Spike Chunsoft has made, I thought, I'm going to try their newest game, which is what this is, Conception 2 Children of the Seven Stars. So that's what you're looking at here, Turbo Tubby, and we're about to explore it a little further. I am probably, I admit this with no small degree of sheepishness, I'm probably a couple of hours in. I don't think I like it. One of the things I found out, this is not their latest game. This is a port of something from, I don't know, 5 years ago. It's super old. So I forget my name. Oh, you know, I think my name is Tom. I think you name your dude your name. I forget, whatever. I'm a dude who's in school. Here's my dorm room. I can manage my team and whatnot. So you can see me on the left. Do you guys have a mouse? It doesn't. Oh, right. There's no mouse support in this game. You need a game controller. There's a bunch of girls I can classmate with. Classmate is a verb. And once we've classmated, we have children. And these children form our party in groups of 3. And you can see on the right, there's group A, which is those 3 little weirdos. There's group B, which is those 3 little weirdos. I haven't unlocked group C yet. I don't think I have enough children from classmating yet. Hazy Silhouette says, once again, hair only in colors found in not found in nature. Richard Holt says, this is disgusting. It is definitely a tongue-in-cheek jab at Persona, I think. This idea that you create relationships with the students, and there's super double entendres in the dialogue. You can't miss it. All right, so here's what you do between every. You can see those 3 hearts in the upper left. I can spend a heart to talk to one of the girls. Where do I do that? I go to the academy. Here are all the people I can talk to. There's some dudes at the bottom. I don't know why you'd want to talk to them. Yeah. Oh, one of the characters' names in this game is Fuko. Yeah, and there she is. Yeah, pronounce that without offending anyone. So you choose which girl to talk to, and it spends one of your hearts, and you get a little cutscene. And presumably it means when you classmate with this girl, you get better party members, I guess. It's all under the hood.
Please, Miss Chloe, we have no one else to...
All right.
But, Chloe, we'd give you the shirts off our back. This is all happening, but we have to hurry.
Chloe's a teacher in the academy.
We have to go get it. Oh, wait! Oh, dear.
Miss Chloe.
Hmm?
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh,
It does.
hello.
It did ask me for my name. So there, I say that right there. I heard something about taking the shirt off your back. Does that mean? See? Kind of tongue-in-cheek.
Hmm?
Yeah, I just kept saying...
I think there are
"Don't
right
you
and
know
wrong
I'm
choices in the
sorry."
dialogue. I don't know.
That's true, but still.
And then?
Those disciples were from the...
Hmm?
They perform concerts for the benefit I feel the choir club. In fact, unfortunately, that's why they came to me.
Huh?
I sang once at the school festival.
This is the
Ever since then,
equivalent of
apparently
when you're
a few
playing
of them
Grand
thought
Theft
very
Auto
highly
4,
of my-
going
Everyone seems
bowling
so
with
excited
Roman.
about the cons. What do you think?
Oh, I wasn't really paying. Give it a shot.
Definitely.
I don't want to let all those disciples. The show must.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, no, we're gonna. Sorry, there's a payoff for that cutscene apparently.
Thank you all for
This is
waiting.
like Pitch Perfect.
Choir Club concert is Anne has a special treat.
Hello, everyone.
Woo! You go, sis. Hey, come on, man. If I can't hear you, how can she?
Aw.
There she is, Miss Chloe.
Thanks.
She's now a pop star.
Hey, everybody! I'm gonna sing my heart out, so you better be ready.
You guys ready for a musical interlude? Did you know this was gonna happen? Because I didn't.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yay!
Okay, I hope that was not the sum total of her song. Let's hear it.
Chloe, you're the best!
She's always been like that.
I guess we
She
don't
puts
get to hear
mind
her
it,
sing.
She can do it. Miss Chloe's concert was way too awesome.
All right, we're gonna have to take his word for it.
Never
We
thought
didn't get
I'd
to hear
say
her
this,
sing.
But I actually feel better after that
Me too. I don't feel.
Man, next concert.
Wow, they're really pumped up. And whoever wants to be a groupie, form a line. That includes you.
Hey, be honest. How did I do?
Yeah!
Thank you. The choir club loved my performance. I must have still been giddy from the. Come on, Chloe. Well, if you'll excuse.
So there you go. I spent one of my hearts on Chloe. Now I decide where to spend my other 2 hearts, meaning 2 of these girls are gonna get left out. Sad. Let's go talk to Narika. She's the weird shy one.
Oh. And imagine. You'll be.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. On your first
Yeah.
playthrough, of course, you want to do the lawful good playthrough.
I appreciate the thought, so you'll probably be. It's almost time.
So this is the story stuff in this game.
Quiet, please. We will now commence the first strategy conference.
Believe it or not, there are dungeon crawls between. I mean, you know, if you played Persona, you know what the deal is. All this silly story stuff, and then dungeon crawls, and then story stuff, and dungeon crawls,
We
right?
encourage open yet serious debate. All disciples will select the plan.
As the representative of the third, my presentation has to do with the food situation on the front to establish more efficient supply. Matters of fun will be discussed later on.
Some kind of meeting we're in.
Next up is the second-year representative, Narika. Narika, it's your turn.
Oh, right.
If you've played Doki Doki Literature Club, which I have recently, it should color what you're seeing.
Excuse me. Let me see.
Narika,
What's wrong? Why is she just standing there?
Oh, she's choking. It's like Meryl Streep in The Post.
Come on, Narika. Keep it together.
Come on! How long is she planning to stall up there? Hurry it up already!
Maybe it was a bad idea asking her to do this.
Markinson asks, how's the voice acting in this game? It's actually, all things considered, you know, it's fine. It's decent. It's not embarrassingly bad or anything. I mean, what's embarrassingly bad is the, and I think it's intentional, is the silly dating sim stuff.
I suppose that's our only out. Thank you. Thank you.
I must say, I'm disappointed. She's been standing out lately from the other first years.
Hazy Silhouette says turn down the music and turn up the dialogue. That may not be an option, Hazy Silhouette. I'll check in a minute.
Hey, she's kinda cute. Maybe I'll vote for her.
Greetings, everyone. Allow me to... And that concludes my presentation.
Now that we've heard all the plans,
Very well. About the proposed evacuation, can you explain your... Is there a problem? Sorry.
Or Narika.
Man.
all the votes are in. As a result, we'll...
I'm honored to have fulfilled my duty as the first year's plan. Oh, because I was too tempted.
Narika.
Excuse me. Yes, I'd heard you were a distinguished S rank. You didn't say a single thing during the debate.
Oh, Sasami's being really bitchy to Narika. That's just rude. Tom Ross wants to know the difference between a disciple and an apostle. An apostle's more like a sidekick. A disciple's a student.
I must say, I'm rather shocked.
Like an apostle's partly responsible for spreading the word. Disciples are just the ones learning.
If this keeps up, We first years will dominate at the next.
And actually, I'm
conference.
not talking about it in the context of the game. I have no idea in the context of the game. I'm talking about in the context of the English language.
That is all. So you came out here with me, and I was so nervous.
No.
If you heard that, I'm sorry.
And there's no way to skip these. You can rush through them, but you gotta watch them. It's part of the game. This is one of the gameplay pillars. And we have one more heart to spend. I don't really. Here's this weird little chick here.
Hey, I can't get inside with you hogging the doorway.
I'm sorry.
Huh?
Serena.
Jeez. Why don't you watch where you're standing? Can't even go get some milk with you standing there. Now then, time for lunch.
Oh,
I don't want to talk to you. Now, if you'll excuse me. Oh, if it's about you touching my chest, you don't have to worry about it.
Does that merit explanation? In a wacky, bawdy little comedic moment, she fell off of a ladder onto the protagonist, and guess where his hand ended up on accident? And he got slapped for it.
Because I will never forgive you for that.
Tom Ross wants to know if apostle and disciple are used interchangeably in the New Testament in Christianity, or there's an event before which they're disciples and after which they are apostles. I don't think that disciple is part of the New Testament language. I mean, I guess it depends on how you translate the Greek. But I think they were always apostles. I could be wrong. I'm more of an Old Testament guy.
I'm sorry.
Well, we've met. Now run along. I'll do what needs to be done. When you need me, just come find me.
She's the hyper-efficient character.
Are you happy now? If I sit here talking any longer, my milk is going to spoil.
She's got no time for nonsense.
Definitely.
Yeah, best team ever. Bye now.
You all right?
Oh, I crushed my milk carton. My uniform's soaked. I'm gonna reek of milk.
Oh, the shenanigans.
Hey! What do you think you're doing? Trying to wipe me down? Who do you think you are? Who said I needed your help?
No.
You're just trying to get a cheap thrill again, huh?
Eric Geithner wants to know if that's a flower or a starfish in her hair.
Creep.
I don't,
No.
I mean, I have the best of intentions.
Like I believe you. From now on, you keep an arm's length away from me. And I'll keep an eye on you.
Got it.
Like I said, she's got no time for this nonsense.
Good. You understand. Now move it. Need to go change into my PE uniform.
PE stands for physical education.
I'm soaked right through to the skin.
Dot, 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 dot. Now I have no more hearts, so look, I can't talk to any of the other chicks. And two of them aren't even in the story yet. And I don't care about talking to the dudes. They just do like, oh, dialogue, yeah, huh. It was F disciple. Oh, female disciple. So that was a chick. So that's what you do in the academy between missions. Is you level up your, I don't know, trust or whatever, affection. I don't even know if you can see that anywhere with the different chicks. All right, let me. The music really is pretty insufferable, isn't it? There we go. Guess I have to save all of my. There you go. Alright, so I don't even know. The combat system in here is actually pretty, meaty. I mean, it's a substantial combat system. Let's go look at it now. Let's see, is there anything else I'm supposed to do? Oh, God. So you can see the meter at the bottom left that says bond. if I have 100 bonding points, I think that's what it is, I can this is ridiculous. You guys ready for this? Are you ready to feel really dirty? You're going to want to take a shower after this. This is kind of weirdly gross. So I can spend 100 bonding points, and what I'm trying to do is get a team of 9 characters. And in the game language, that means having 9 kids. So you pick which girl you are going to classmate with, and you spend 100 bonding points, and you have kids with that person, and then you can make groups of 3 characters. And the way you, well, you'll just, okay, here we go, watch this. And then you go on a mission, you choose the girl you want to go on a mission with, and then if she's the mom of the kids, I guess you get some special bonus. I don't know, okay. Ready for this? Matryoshka dolls somehow figure into this. I imagine like the gems in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Oh, so as I mentioned before, I'm playing this because I'm fed up with Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And Xenoblade Chronicles 2 has this whole weird idea of you want to cultivate relationships with characters. And it's really oblique about it. It just wants you to be invested in certain characters. And to be fair, some of the characters in Xenoblade Chronicles are kind of cool. Like, I've found some of them that I like, but they're all side mission stuff. The main story is just insufferable and long and dull, and I couldn't care less about it. So this game has a very similar conceit, is you cultivate relationships with a specific character to make a party of characters. And it's not at all, like, it knows how ridiculous that is, and it plays with the language. So here, we're going to classmate with, Chloe, the teacher chick. Watch this. Oh, I think we talk about it first, okay.
This is the second time that we'll be classmating, right?
I'm sorry.
Now, by the way, is this creepy? Is it weird? Is it in poor taste? And I don't know the answer to that. It depends on your threshold for this sort of thing. It is, I will say, very Japanese. The Japanese approach to female characters in games is very, very different to what we're seeing in American game developers. This right here is a throwback. This is weird. This is very different. And yes, it is creepy how they sexualize, obviously, childlike characters. So if that bothers you, this will bother you. And I find it, in this game, I find it kind of funny how the game knows that and plays with it, I think.
Well, we were just told to hold hands and think about each other.
Oh, that's not Chloe, it's Fuko. Okay.
I mean, I'm still not sure what's really going on. I guess we'll just have to keep going at it some more until we're used to it.
And the subtext here is two school kids having sex with each other.
It's a bit embarrassing, though.
Definitely.
Likewise. Well, why don't we get started?
Fred Uwe says, yep, Persona 5 it is. MigUK says it's not as creepy as I expected. Hazy Soul says, yeah, that's not Chloe, it's Fuko, right? There you go. A weird little love scene in the context. It's like a sex scene right there. I mean, it's obviously erotic. It's supposed to be romantic. And it's between these kids. So, the product of this, depending on the woman with whom you are classmating, you can pick from a list of, classes, I guess. Oh, they're called occupations, I see. When you classmate with Fuko, you can't have a thief, grappler, archer, or merchant. You only get these other ones, and here's a whole bunch that I haven't unlocked yet. Look at that. And I'm not really even paying attention to what the classes are. I just... And you can see the stats on the right. Okay, so we'll make a gunslinger. I can, if you care enough about this, you can give your people names, but I've just kind of been taking the names they give me. Confirm that. That'll be Cecil the Gunslinger. Here we go, the Marushka doll. Now each character gives you a bonus to your party. Let's find out what Cecil's bonus is.
Leave it to me!
So, bonding points, which you use to classmate, I guess it's cheaper. I'm not entirely clear what that means, but there's Cecil. That's what I get if I have Cecil in my party.
Oh,
Tom Ross says this is nothing worse than that part. Yeah, this is no worse than that part of It by Stephen King, which I don't know firsthand, but I've certainly heard about.
thank goodness. It looks like the Star Child was born without any complications. I hope it goes this well every time we do it. Sorry, this is still so new to me. I'm just not confident that I did well. I'll read some books and try to learn more about the ritual. I mean, you did choose me to classmate with. I have to give it my all.
And there you go. That's the kind of nonsense that you go through to make party members in this game. Now I just got my 9th Star Child, so let's see, does it automatically queue up a group? No, I need to go, oh good, okay, so let's see, team edit, I guess? The tutorial stuff in here is thorough, but it's pretty fast and furious. Alright, so, and again, no mouse support. You gotta be willing to futz around with your game controller a fair amount. Frankly, it's no worse than Disgaea, really. Alright, now, these are, you can see where Cecil go. Yeah, there's Cecil, my 9th, wait, who's highlighted? Yeah, there is Cecil, a gunslinger. It shows all of his stats, it shows who his mother is, he's a dude. You can see in the bottom right, he has an element for offense, fire in this case, and one for defense. I think that, is that air, water, whatever. And a lot of, I presume a lot of the gameplay here is in assembling these teams into complementary elements and classes. These little teams of 3, they're like squads. And that I think is the bulk of the gameplay, which in terms of the dungeon crawling, which I will now show you how that is expressed when you actually go out into the field. Shop, you know, you equip them all. They've each got 4 equipment slots. 3 equipment slots, sorry. And then me as a character, I've got equipment slots, and whatever woman I'm adventuring with has, or woman, or girls, whatever girl I'm adventuring with has equipment slots. So there's all of that.
Thank you.
They develop skills as they level up. And then eventually, let's see, training facilities, you can go back and you can grind dungeons. You can replay dungeons. Academy is the... No, Labyrinths is where... Oh, no, whoops. Labyrinths is where you go on a mission. Back up. Hold on. And you'll notice there's all kinds of locked things at the bottom I still haven't unlocked. Resting just advances time in case you want to just push through to the story. And then Research Lab...
I've been waiting for you.
It's just quests that you can accept. And you get free, not free, you accomplish the quest and you get money. And the money is used, I guess, to buy equipment
See you
mainly.
soon.
I don't know why quests are research. Lord Kosk says, I spaced out a bit. Did I miss anything? Not really, Lord Kosk, but here's the part you're going to want to see, because here's the actual gameplay. Here we go. These, so... there are these circles that spawn monsters that are popping up around the world, and each circle is named after one of the deadly sins. So, Lust... I don't know why it's now a lab. Oh, Lust is one that I think I finished? Yeah, I did that one. Gluttony I haven't done, and then here are side dungeons. The Sealed Tomb, the Blue Garden. So let's go into the Gluttony lab. I'm not sure what that yield sign with the exclamation point means. And here's where I also choose which woman I'm adventuring with. I think most of these kids belong to Chloe, so we'll take Chloe. Alright, and here... Oh, have I made any progress? No, I've made no progress in this lab. We're starting at the very top. And here's where you can definitely tell this is a game from 2013. I think I have that right. Here's me suiting up, and the girl with whom you're adventuring, now watch this, she suits up now. And there you go, about what you'd expect. Lingerie, but with lots of pockets for ammunition clips, magazines.
This is...
Oh yeah, dusk circles is what the monster spawning points are called.
Hey. Clots.
You idiot.
Hmm?
Okay, no voice acting here, just
What
text.
a pain. Well, well, well.
Got it.
So far, the game has had virtually no pushback in terms of the difficulty level. There you go, 2013 graphics. So here's where I would go if I wanted to leave. And it's pretty much, this is it. Let's see, does the X change the map display? Yeah. I'll show you how combat goes. You'll see in a little bit red dots that represent the enemy. You can pretty much just watch the mini-map, which is why they let you put it in the center of the screen like that if you want. Alright, red dots, they're enemies. I just walk up to them. There's treasure. Treasure tends to be healing potions. There you go. And you just walk up to something. You initiate. Oh, if it's lower level than you, you don't even have to fight it. There you go. Now we're fighting it. If it's way lower level than you.
Looks like it's my turn.
So here is the, and it's turn-based combat. Here is the screen. And I don't know if you can tell, but there's a monster. And on 3 of this monster's sides, I've got one of my squads of 3 of my little kids. And then as a separate unit, there's me and the girl with whom I'm adventuring. It is now, as you can see on the left hand, it's now my turn to do something. Their attack, we can use all these skills that we've got. What is it? Use items, discard. I mean, pretty typical JRPG stuff. Tactics is if you just want to set the AI to do these battles, which you can do. Tom Ross says, yeah, this is Persona. Let's see, now I can now cycle through the onion. There's just these 2 enemies. And I position myself on one of the enemy's 4 quadrants, like front, side, or back. And the color of the arrow is whether or not I'm attacking its weak point, which you would think you want to do for maximum efficiency. But really what you want to do is put yourself in vulnerable situations, and it builds up a meter called your chain drive. Now again, the game hasn't done any pushing back yet. It's pretty easy. I haven't run into any battle. I don't think I've ever died or anything. So see, the one attack from my main character killed that thing. So now it's one of my little squad's turns to go. So I'll just, and they have these little skills right here are a facet of who is in the squad, what types of characters. And presumably, I think you want to group. I haven't done any special grouping because I was just waiting to get 9 little kids to have full squads. Presumably, you group them to complement each other's abilities, I guess. So let's, for instance, try a barrage on this guy from his weak point. Now, you'll notice I did something like 3,000 points of damage. They're only doing 1,500 points. Oh, but they killed it. Wait, didn't they? Who's left? Oh, there's one over here I didn't see. Now here's just their basic attack. Let's attack from the weak point. It's going to do like 500 points of damage. No, 1,000.
Is that all you got?
Oh no, I think it was just the 2. Experience points is your experience points. Glow is gold, money. There's more creatures. There's a treasure chest. They all look like that. Alright, so there's an inventory item that gives you an additional a bonus to speed. And let's just run in and fight this thing. It was way lower level than me. More treasure. And all this stuff, I don't even really have to run around and look. I can just see on the mini-map what it is. There's a door over here. And the conceit is this is the top level of the Gluttony dungeon. As you go down levels, the monsters get harder.
Let's stay focused. Looks like it's my turn. That did the trick.
So even attacking from the front, like
Here we
my
go.
main character is easily, because it's the first level of the dungeon.
I'll give it
So there's just a regular attack from the little kids.
Is it over?
Yeah, it's dead. So hardly combat. I mean, not much at this point. I think I banged into the back of it, so I think I get advantage. Yeah. So.
Next.
That did the trick.
And at this point, I can just like.
I won't lose.
There's not even that much to Tom's playing. I can just be A, to go through it. I could
I
put it on
won't lose.
autopilot.
There. I'm feeling pretty good about that.
Little kids, they level up, right? It's cleared out that room. So we're looking for the stairs down to the next level. Leather armor, and check this out too. If I go to this screen and go to equipment, team best, and then best for the main characters. I just tell it to equip the best stuff, and I don't have to mess with that. I presume maybe later, as it gets more intricate, I might want to configure who has what equipment. I don't know. When they're that low level, I just like run right through them and get XP. The game is like, you don't even want to do this battle. Treasure. Have you guys played the Final Fantasy XII remaster? Because it does remind me, like, one of the things I really like that they did in that game, I think I've mentioned it on the stream before, is there's a fast forward setting where you run super fast, you run through battles super fast. It's just assuming that you don't want to like sit and wait for all the animations, that you're just grinding through content. It's just assuming you don't really care that much about drawing out the visuals. I started playing that on the PS4, but now see that they have plans to announce it for PC. I think is it next month? By the way, isn't the Bayonetta for the Switch next month? Just got a nice scimitar.
Let's stay focused. Here I go.
Take this!
I won't lose. Let's go.
What these enemies are, you might think, and you wouldn't be wrong.
I won't lose.
What does it matter what you're fighting? Is it just a generic enemy? Kind of. Oh no, some of my kids took damage. Actually, you can see my C squad is super injured. So they'll need healing.
Take this!
One of the skills or spells that you have.
Be careful now.
I'll show you in a minute, but it gives you more information about the enemies. And I think you're supposed to match elemental types at a certain point in the game. Alright, here's one of their special abilities.
Glad that's over with.
Ding. So, for instance, if I go here, and if I have her cast Dusk Analysis, now I'll get to see more information on the guys that I fight. And similarly, we can do a heal spell on them. And they're using magic points. You can see on this display, I mean, it probably just looks like a mess of numbers, but on the left it shows how many hit points and how many magic points, it's mana, are left for anyone. I've got potions I can use to replenish those. Again, no real pushback from the game at this point. I presume we have to get down deeper levels before that happens. A magic earring. And it looks like I'm at a dead end now, so we'll go back the other way. And I'm streaming this, by the way, because I just wanted to show it to you guys before I uninstall it. I have no plans to play it after the live stream. It's definitely not the sort of thing that I would stick with.
Let's stay focused. Here I go.
How can I see? Oh, I think when I select them as targets? No, why can't I see more information on them? Oh, I think it's when they're those generic little purple cloud formats. I can see specifically what monsters are in there.
Here we go.
Now, how do I see what, like, elemental... What elements does that monster have? Also on the bottom right, there's this idea of like a waxing and waning dusk energy. Reminds me kind of the Winds of Magic conceit in Total War Warhammer 2. And it's sort of an attack multiplier that builds up as you play.
That did the trick.
It's over.
You can see my C Squad's little... See there, now you can see on top of it the pictures of what enemies are in there. Sneak up behind it, we've got advantage.
Here I go.
Alex Chapman points out correctly, I'm really good at this game.
Next.
Hey, Silhouette, wait, why are you mentioning that? Hey, Silhouette says, rest in peace, my DC Universe Online characters. Wait, what happened? Did they close that down? I actually jumped into that a few weeks ago just to see if my character was still there, and she was. What happened to DC Universe Online?
Ha! I won't lose.
Oh, they're losing support for the PlayStation 3. But it's on the PC, right? So there's no, it's not like a unified server or something? Your characters don't exist on the PC?
This'll be easy.
That's actually an MMO that I would, that's why I reinstalled it, that I would be curious to revisit. Why don't you guys vote for that? Vote for DC Universe Online.
Good about that.
Aqua Mafia voting for Tower 57. It's also a cool vote. I like what I've seen of that. There's one more monster here. See, I can see, look, I have dusk, what was it, dusk awareness, so I can see what's in there. Right there.
Don't let your guard down.
Hey, Silhouette says, yeah, the
Here I
PC
go.
version and the PlayStation versions don't share characters. I guess I must have started playing it on the PC. And, yeah, I guess I must have never played that on the PlayStation. Well, Hazy Silhouette, start up a character on the PC version.
That did the trick. Here we go.
Let me tell you one comic book company who your characters are dead on. Marvel Universe Online. How about that? That was certainly dispiriting.
Let's do this.
I mean, the license yanked. My Squirrel Girl was level 60. And she now doesn't exist anywhere. Jerks. Thanks, Disney. Or Marvel. Or Gazillion, or whoever's responsible for munging that. Oh no, I'm gonna have to use healing maybe, if I can't kill it.
Take this.
That was close. Look,
that
my
all you
C
got?
team got down to half health. That was a nail biter, right? Oh no, look, I'm gonna have to use up, let's see, maybe I want to save my magic points. Oh, look, I've only got 20 potions. This is gonna be close. Oh man, am I gonna survive this dungeon? The difficulty level. So we're just trying to get down as low as we can in terms of levels, and then we can start from there. Oh look, I've been
Let your guard
jumped.
down.
I'm ambushed. Am I gonna
Here I
survive?
go.
Take this.
I won't lose.
Oh, and I should be just like one-shotting. I should be using. Whoops, I'm gonna do that. I should be using their little
I
special
won't
skills.
lose.
Look, armor break, protein, raises muscle strength for your allies. Flick, comma, Tracy. A little election reference. No, I don't think so. A well-timed sword attack with a chance of paralysis. So they're debuff states. Let's see if we can paralysis this thing.
Is it over?
Nope, instead we killed it. And look how crazy this is too. I'm running around with all this little swarm of tiny kid models. Look at them. It's like I'm a cult leader or something. So freaky.
Let's stay focused. Here I go.
Take this!
So, those of you who know, tell me, is Persona 5 this tedious? Because I've heard, I mean, I know it takes a while to get to the actual gameplay in that, but is it this kind of stuff? And for how long?
Is it over? It's really paying off.
Pony Carnival, who voted for Request Wednesday, his vote for Request Wednesday was getting over it with Bennett Foddy. He says he hopes it gets drawn today to properly punish me for live streaming this. But Pony Carnival, look, my magician Emmy just leveled up from level 6 to level 7, and she learned the skill meditation. Come on. Look, same with my magician Griffin. And my gunslinger Cecil. Remember when he was a babe, just born, and he didn't have the skill assisting form, whatever that is? Look, I'm making progress. This is a game about progression, about children growing up.
Don't let your guard down. Looks like it's my turn.
Hey, this Silhouette says, I think you guys are talking about Persona. If you don't have to, oh no. Hey Silhouette says, you don't have to pay attention to weaknesses and such in combat. There's no reason to play. Well, hey Silhouette, like I presume at some point this game pushes back. You know, you're pushing deeper into dungeons. The storyline is giving you more freedom to tackle harder challenges and side quests. You know, at a certain point, I'm guessing you will have to pay attention to that stuff. Tom Ross says Persona 4 takes about an hour and a half to get to the first round of combat. He's not sure about Persona 5. And actually, I'm okay with that part of it, but is the early parts of the combat this kind of tedium? Like just running through this automated, okay, I'm getting kills.
I won't lose.
Like, it's obviously going to be a while before it takes off the training wheels.
Let's do this.
Let's use an armor break. Because the weird thing is, too, in the tutorial,
Is that all you got?
all these systems that it was showing me are completely irrelevant at this point in the game. Let's see, can I go back and watch those? Yeah, here we go. Okay, actually, that's helpful. So this is the manual. And there's all these little screens. And I do like that they're there when you... But there is, you know, that the time that I've played this game is pretty much powering through all of those screens, which is showing you all this detail about the combat that I'm not having to use at this point.
Here I go.
Jason Master says Persona 5 has great
Here I go.
dungeons. Tom Ross says there's a bit more strategy in the combat. It's a bit of a novelty like Grandia. I don't know what Grandia is.
That did the trick. I won't lose.
Let's try a flick. We're gonna flick this guy. See if we paralyze him.
This'll be easy.
I actually don't know. How would I tell if he's paralyzed? Yeah, one of the things I'm not sure about is how to get information in this game. Oh, no, I can't see it. On the little list of when characters get their turns, there was a paralysis icon.
Level up.
Now, what if I didn't know what paralysis did? I mean, I could basically figure it out, but let's see. Database. What is all of this? Oh my god, I haven't looked at any of this. Is this all lore? Oh. God's Poke. It's a skill I've got. Alright, here's a system I haven't even unlocked yet. see. Yeah, I don't see where I would look up debuffs. I wonder if it's just in the main combat screen. Oh, there we go. There it is. Paralysis. Speed reduction. So it slows him down in the order that he gets to act in. So, alright, that is in there. I do appreciate that. And here we go down a level. Alright, maybe it's going to get harder. Let's find out. Hazy Silhouette says, this seems flavorless. Hazy Silhouette, it's certainly old. But yeah, the dungeons are, I wouldn't say there's much to them. They're just random labyrinths with this graphic in them. I don't know if that changes up, by the way.
Here I go.
Oh, there's a new thing. I haven't seen that. The wall patterns change in the different themed dungeons. So what if I wanted to know what I was fighting? Oh, here we go. All right, all right, I do like this. So that is an Aquilius. An Aquilius A. It's got 2,250 hit points. 490 mana. I can see its attack value, defense, its magic attack value, its magic defense, its speed, its... what is TEC? I'd have to look that up. I can see its attack element is... As a game designer, I think that would be... That'd be air? I don't know. Grass? I don't think grass is an element here. And its weak points are to the left and right. And there's two of them.
Here I come.
Oh, what happened? I'm getting some sort of a chain of... I don't know. Something happened.
This'll be easy.
I think that was some combo thing. I forget how that works. I could look it up. Fred Uwe says, I'm really enjoying this stream. Thank you, Fred Uwe, because I do feel bad submitting you guys to this, but I like I said, before I uninstalled it, I just wanted to show you guys. So you know, the time I spent with it wasn't entirely wasted.
Here we go.
Because now you guys know whether or not this is for you. Look, I just punched that horse in the butt.
Here I go.
Look, it's now bucking. What does that mean?
Is it over?
Still so many monsters in here. This room is full of monsters.
Don't let your guard down.
Actually, why don't I... You know, I bet this is on me. Let me try something in a minute. Let me finish these guys off.
That did the trick. Here I come.
I wonder if what's going on... Well, hold on. Let me finish this combat, and then we're going to check something out.
Let's go. I'll give it my all.
I don't know if you can see my little chain bar. It builds up faster if I attack from someplace that is vulnerable to counterattack. And then when it hits thresholds, I get little bonuses. There's my dusk.
Looks like it's my turn.
You can see my dusk energy. It's at maximum, whatever that means. All right, let's try a petal, or no. Yeah, let's try a petal waltz. It's gonna take up 210 of my 839 mana. So actually, let's do a cyclone. Here we go, cyclone.
Let's do this.
There you go.
Here we go.
And now the thing is, oh, just actually real quick. Just curious how much info is available. There it is. Skills gravity. Does it show any debuffs that apply? I don't see. Why is it bent over like that? Oh, there it is. It is on the map. I guess it's just showing it's almost dead. Okay. It's not like paralyzed or anything. Oh, what am I doing? Alright, let's finish it off and then I'll show you what I think I'm probably supposed to be doing.
It's over.
I'm stronger.
Ding, ding, and ding. Man, that's Cecil. Remember when he was only level 1? Okay, let's assume that I'm not supposed to be wasting time with these easy monsters, and I'm just looking for the stairs. I mean, I guess I do kind of want to grind to get my low-level guys leveled up. Maybe, I don't know. There's some equipment I'm finding. There's some gold, excuse me, I mean glow. GP doesn't stand for gold points. It stands for glow, or gold pieces. It stands for glow points. It's very important that you remember that. Okay, we're just looking for the stairs down. There's no reason, these things are too easy for us. There's no reason to faff about fighting them. There's the stairs. Oh, look! I got jumped.
Here I go.
Here I go.
Alright, so we will do now a petal waltz. Let's do it on the other guy. Here we go. We're now going to petal waltz this guy from the front. Petal waltz is so special. Look!
How's this?
How's this?
How's that? And I don't know if you noticed,
Here we go.
the petals were the magazine, the ammo magazines from her little thigh holster things. See? See the thought that went into the character design? Don't you feel bad now for writing this game off? We're gonna barrage this
Here we
thing.
go. I'll fight.
Let's armor break this one
What do you
from his weak point.
Let's do this. Rock! Here I come. I'm feeling pretty good about that.
I need to become stronger.
I just leveled up myself, and now I've learned the skill, Ultimate Slash Storm. How awesome is that? That is probably an I win button. Okay, let's just run past these guys, and let's go downstairs. Look, story stuff.
Whoa! What the?
My ether count is decreasing. Oh no.
Got it.
Listen.
Hmm?
Sorry.
Whoa! Whoa!
Stop this foolishness.
Yeah. Damn. Oh no. What the?
This is a new development here. Are you guys as excited as I am?
No.
Got it.
Incredible.
Hey, Cecilia, it says ether count. Sounds like a Dominions 5 summon.
What's this?
A crystallization of dusk energy. It's a dark crystal.
Yes.
It's Jim Henson Studios made those. They're mystical stones. With, what were they called? Sleestax's Land of the Lost. What were the things in Dark Crystal called? Skeksis? No, that can't be right. God, who remembers that? Okay, this is some new gameplay system, I presume. By holding it, one can absorb dusk energy, okay.
This.
Oh, well, we're gonna tie it into classmating, it looks like. What? So, is this an analog to
Yeah.
drugs?
Whoa! Whoa!
Thank you.
Good.
Huh. This might get a little risque. Just warning you guys.
Alec.
Oh, Alec is a dude.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Huh.
See, look. You could do that if you wanted.
Damn.
I think Alec is the snotty upperclassman, right? The frat boy. And we're back here. So presumably I could just go right back into the gluttony dungeon. Yeah. But before I do that, because you want to cultivate whatever under the hood stat determines your party's stats, you would now go and you would choose the where you spend the 3 hearts. No, that's not it. Where you spend the 3 hearts, then you go to the academy. And it would be more story developments. We would find out, does Narika get over her shyness about speaking in front of people? Does Chloe, I forgot what her storyline was. Does Fuko do whatever she does? Does this little Serena chick, does she get over being mad at me for spilling milk on her and accidentally touching her chest when she fell? Talk to him. Find out what develops in the story. It's an option here. Chris Marcus says it was the Skeksis. I got it right from Dark Crystal. I wonder if Dark Crystal holds up. Alright, so let's now go to Request Wednesday. Do we want to leave this music as the backdrop to Request Wednesday? Whoa, whoa, what happened? Okay, whoops, accidentally clicked on something. Alright, come with me over here. Let's look at the list. Right here, right? Here we have 17 votes for Request Wednesday. Subnautica, you guys are going to watch me swimming back and forth a lot. At least I'm in an interesting area. Celeste, I'll probably be playing the first parts. Actually, I don't know. I know that it gets hard. I've seen some of the later levels that look absolutely impossible. Railway Empire looks pretty cool. Played the little first bit of the tutorial. War in the East, please. That's that right there is the equivalent of this vote right here. They both carry the same amount of weight as far as wanting me to actually. These are both punitive votes. Request Wednesday is not about being. Actually, Request Wednesday is about whatever you guys want it to be. If you want it to be punitive, go for it. Avedon 3. Good lord, those are those like super long 2D RPGs, right? I've never played one of those, Tom Ross. Helldivers, I think that came up in the stream the other day. Project Aura. I don't know. Is that an early access thing? Dead Cells, definitely an early access thing. Sniper Elite 4, still a lot of gameplay there. Early access, but looking forward to it. Persona 5, all right, Fredui, you go. Tower 57, Yakuza 0. Good lord, and Rumu, I'm curious about. All right, come with me now to randomresult.com. Right here. These are the things we're voting on. We're going to roll a number between 1 and 18. Here we go. Join me Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific when I will be live streaming Celeste, a 2D, I don't know, is it a platformer? Let's take a look here. Celeste. Isn't it also on the Switch? Why would I play it on the PC if it's on the Switch? Celeste. I don't know Towerfall. Oh god, a game book. Oh god, looking at this level, oh geez, the spikes. Ugh. Oh god, wind. Ugh. Moving platforms. Boss fights. I'm in hell. Ugh. That was a spoiler. It is on the Switch. Why would I play this on the PC? Dagnabbit. Darn you, Richard Holt. And who else voted for this? Bradley Steele. All right, Celeste, join me for that, 6 p.m. Pacific on Wednesday. We'll take a look at that, see how far I can get. How far up the mountain? I like climbing mountains, right? We'll see how far we get. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching. You can find me on Twitter at QT3. Stuff I write is at quarter3.com. Thumbs up, much appreciated. And I've got a Patreon campaign at patreon.com/TomChick. Come on back Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific. Let's take a look at Celeste, and I'll see you guys then. Cheers.